Bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome. My name is Kate, and I'm the creator of the Meta Mindset YouTube channel that makes brain break videos in French. Today, I'm going to show you my morning meetings for the month of June. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be putting the chapters in the description box below, so if you want to skip ahead to the explanation of the video, you can head down there and pick which part of the video you'd like to see. Also, I wanted to let you know that there's a pre-order of the Meta Mindset t-shirt. I'll be doing that for one more week. This is a youth small shirt. And just for reference, I wear a youth extra large shirt in the videos that I make. Yeah, so if you want to get a t-shirt, you can head on over to the metamindset.com website and get yours today. Also, I wanted to let you know that I started an email list. I'll be writing a Meta Mindset newsletter. I'm going to try to do once a month now to talk about things that I've been reading, listening, and learning. I might be talking about teaching tips, resources, and more. Lastly, if you want to check out a video of a fun activity I do at the end of the year, you can click the link in the video right here. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to show you an example week of my morning meetings for the month of June, and I'm going to explain a couple of the activities that I think might be a little bit tough to understand. If you've already purchased these online on TPT, you can go into your purchases and download the new product info page to access your new slides or your updated slides. Or if you'd like to buy a copy, you can click on the link in the description box below and get yours today. You've purchased the morning meetings, you're opening the product info page, and here's the product info page. You received a PDF that has a link to the slides. So you have to scroll down, and then right here is going to be where you're going to click to watch this video. So that's going to be different. So you get to this page where it says included in this project, click to access your copy of the June morning meetings. So you hover over the image, you click it, and then you will come to a page like this, and what it's going to do is force a copy for you. So you're going to click make a copy, and that will go automatically into your Google Drive, and then you can access your morning meeting slides. And here they are. So we have Réunions, Matinales, Juin 2024. I have updated a bunch of things, and I'll show you that. I'm just going to explain how it works first. The first page is Jour de la Semaine. You click on Lundi and you go to slide 4 and it'll be right there. You want to go back home, you can click on the little home icon and it'll go back to the first page. Or if you want to go down to the activities because you've already done a whole week and you wanted to change things up and do for the next week, click on Pense, Partage, for example, and it'll go down to slide that has the Pense, Partage. And then you'll have the extra slides right here. Right here, you can go back to Les Activités, which is kind of in the middle, or you can go back to Accueil, the first slide. Okay, so here's my first week. So I've got lundi, this is what I have showing up on the screen when the kids are walking in the room, and I'm walking around talking with the kids and kind of checking in with kids before, hopefully I can get everybody in before we start the day. Then as after the announcements and Au Canada, les salutations, so tape là, so we're going to do give a high five to your friends, say bonjour, bonjour Stephen, or whoever, and then give a high five. So I would do that probably for a couple minutes. And sometimes what I do is actually I'll insert a video and I'll do like summer timer and I'll give 2 minutes and I'll put it right there. And we do it for a whole 2 minutes. And then we have June. I forgot to insert. So the beach ball is what we would move. Maybe I'll put some other ones that you can put there to move it along. You could do a different one for every day if you wanted. And what I do is I also will put in images to show what the special day is and all that sort of a thing. So I do my calendar. Then the message du jour. I don't pre-do a message du jour for everyone. I've said this many times, but I honestly think that it should be something that's personalized for your class. All I do is talk about who l'ami du jour is or l'ami spécial. We talk about what the prep time is because they'll always ask that question. And I'll give some information about special things that are going on in the day or during the week so that they can know about it, because oftentimes in grade 1 I find that they totally miss that when it's in the announcements, so I try to put that into my message du jour as well. Then we have Pense et Partage, qu'est-ce qui rend les enfants spéciaux, so it's a time for you to think, pair, and then share. And then usually on Monday mornings my activity is something with mindfulness or something with yoga. Especially in June, it seems like the kids are exhausted on Monday mornings, or most mornings. So doing some type of gentle movement kind of gets them into it for the day. Then we have Salut, aujourd'hui c'est mardi. Les salutations, la natation. Lorsque vous saluez vos amis, déplacez-vous en nageant. So when everybody's moving around the classroom, I encourage them to swim. You can talk about the different styles of swimming. So la brasse, le breaststroke. Le style libre is the front crawl. And au dos is the back crawl. And le papillon, you can show them how to do the papillon, and they can swim towards their friends that way. And then just say, bonjour Stéphane, or bonjour Josie. And then the calendar there. Oh, something else I wanted to mention. When I do the calendar, I have like a little image somewhere. We go to the weather network and we talk about what the temperature is for the day. We talk about, is that hot or is that cold? Are you going to need a jacket? Oftentimes in June, especially in this area in Windsor, I have to talk to them about how June is the time of year when you come to school with a t-shirt on and you bring a sweater so that you can put it on when you're inside, because we have air conditioning and it is too cold for them oftentimes. Then we have a Pense et Partage, le préférerais-tu. This is a Tuesday activity, but it's June, so usually I could do this at any time during the day. I find that this is a really fun way to get them up and talking. It's pretty much impossible to get them to stop talking during these préférerais-tu videos. Oh, something I wanted to mention is that on my website I have a little piece of information there that says, hold on, I'll go to it. Okay, so we're on metamindset.com. If you go down, there's resources, videos, and freebies. You can support by clicking here. You can go to the 2 channels to check out some information. And right down here, we have submit a video idea. Submit your ideas for the chance to be featured in a Meta Mindset video. So you click here, submit here, and then you'll have this form. This form is also in the contact part at the top. Do you have a Meta Mindset video idea? Contact Meta Mindset. She would love to hear from you. So this is one way that you can do this, or you can send some snail mail at the address below there. I'd love to hear from you guys. You do drawings or anything like that, I would love it. Love it, love, love it. Then we have Dessin Drôle. I love doing this. I try to do it once a week. I'm trying to help them explore their creativity. And I did a little drawing as an example. It's in English, but it's a perfect example. I would pinch with my little pinchers. You could have the crabs surfing or the crabs eating a burger. It could be really anything, really, really anything. I have the kids present usually, and hopefully, usually if I have a microphone, I'll let them do it with the microphone because that seems to encourage them to do that more. Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est mercredi. Salutations sous la mer. So practice how you're gonna do a fish. I do it like this and then do the fish mouth. So it can be completely silent. Sometimes I like to do a silent one, so this is one of the ones. So I get them to do this. They think it's hilarious, and they walk around the room swimming and saying hello to everybody just by waving. Example of Pense et Partage could be, est-ce que tu as hâte pour l'été? Pourquoi? Then we have the nombre, mystère. This is something I do once a week. Progressively throughout the year, I add higher and higher numbers. It has to be between 91 and 100. So on dit, can it be 91? No. Can it be 100? No. The key is you don't pick a number at all. Okay? They just ask you questions and you move the ballon de plage as much as you can. So you're trying to get them to talk as much as they can using the numbers that are there. You can also review the numbers before you get started. Voici les nombres.
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, and so on and so forth.
So that they practice like how to say the numbers, and then you get them to get started. Est-ce que le nombre mystère est 98? You say no because you want to move it as much as you can. Est-ce que le nombre mystère est 94? No. So you're always saying no until there's no possible other thing. So once we move it to here, and they'll say, est-ce que le nombre mystère est 95? And you say, oui, parce que 95 est le seul nombre entre 94 et 96. Bonjour, c'est jeudi, au milieu. So have the students sitting in a circle. The teacher will give the instructions for this one. Viens au milieu si tu... Okay, and then you're going to name some sort of characteristic. So, si tu aimes nager. So all the kids that like swimming will go into the middle and say, give a high five to everybody that's there. Viens au milieu si tu as un chat. Viens au milieu si tu as déjà fait du camping. Viens au milieu si tu as fait du canotage. And then they return to their place. You try to repeat as many times as you can so that everybody gets a chance to come into the middle. Calendar, message du jour. La couleur de l'été. So which color represents summer to you and why? Could be any answer. We're just trying to encourage discussion. Aye Capitaine. This is a camp game that kids love. I forget the name of it in English. I'm going to try and find a video for that. So that you can see what it looks like. But the teacher is going to give the orders, and the students are the people that are working on the boat, and they have to listen to the captain's orders. So here are the orders. There are 5. Dégager le pont means that you have to get off of the deck. So no feet on the deck. So you have to sit in a chair or on a desk or something. Frapper le pont means that you have to put your stomach on the ground. So you're hitting the deck. Your stomach's on the ground. Vers le bateau, you're going to go to the right. So you might want to point to help them out because that's the whole fun of it. And vers l'île, you're going to go to the left. Towards the ship, towards the island. And then trois dans un bateau. They have to form groups of 3 or as many as they can and sing Ram Ram ton bateau. There's a link right here to a YouTube video that sings the song for you in the notes down there. Maybe watch how to sing that song before you get started because in English, I think the kids might know it already. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. But in French, you might have to teach them how to sing it. Coucou, aujourd'hui c'est vendredi, allez à la pêche. So everybody's standing up in a circle. They're going to mime throwing in a fishing line to the other side of the circle. And they're going to say bonjour, whoever. You're going to reel in the other student whose name was called is going to be a fish and come over to the person. And they give a high five, they go back to their spot. So the person who was just the fish now becomes the fisher, goes across the circle, says hello, whoever, reel them in, the fish comes in, they high five, they go sit down. I don't know, I thought that's going to be super fun. They're going to love it. Especially if you have some characters in your class, it's going to be great. Calendar, message du jour. Préférerais-tu nager dans un lac ou une piscine? So you talk about that. And then you get a chance to danser. So you click here. It can play right in there, or you click right here. It'll go big, and you'll stay in the slides, or you can go right to YouTube. Okay, now we're down to the extra slides. So if you want to go back up to a day of the week, you can click here and you'll go back up. If you want to go to the beginning, you can click there. Or you can go down to the other activities. So we have calendars for the years of 2024, 2025, and 2026. We have an extra message du jour that's blank. We have some extra salutations in here. So les mots thématiques. So I have thematic words that I use. The kids will get one. I'll just pass them out randomly. The kids are standing in a circle. Whoever's turn it is will stand up and everybody will say bonjour, whatever the person is holding. So if they're holding crème glacée, they'll say bonjour crème glacée, and the person that's holding it will say bonjour to everybody else in the class. And then you just take turns. Vote de vacances. So you're standing in a circle. The teacher's going to call examples of vacations. And if you want to go on that vacation, you're going to go in the middle and give everyone a high five. So it's a little bit like au milieu, but this time it's only about vacations. Or maybe things you could do on vacation. So if the students want to do those things on their vacation, that they would go in the middle and high five everybody once to do the same thing. So I have a couple suggestions down there at the bottom. And then tuck, tuck, tuck. It's like a knock, knock joke, except for that you're doing it with everybody's name. This is kind of a repeat salutation, but I like to repeat it every once in a while because I want the kids to practice what their own family name is, because oftentimes at this age, they don't know, and that's something important for them to know. So, the student that is chosen says, tuck, 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 qui est là? Catherine. And then the students will all say, Catherine qui? And then the Catherine Dumouchel. And then all the students will say, bonjour, Catherine Dumouchel. So it's a great way to practice the family name. Crème glacée. Everybody is standing up or sitting down in a circle. The teacher is going to call out different flavors of ice cream, and if the students like that flavor of ice cream, they're going to go into the middle and give a high five and go way, and then return to their place. And you're going to do that a couple times until everybody gets a chance to say something that they like. They can go more than once if they want. Who cares? Maybe you like all the flavors of ice cream. I don't know. Mélange musical. So you're playing some music that the kids like. They're dancing around in the classroom. When the music stops, they have to turn to a person that is near them and give them a high five and say, bonne journée, Tegan. Like that. And you repeat just until everybody has said hello to a couple different people. Then we've got some extra Pense et Partage. Got some fun ones like, si les araignées jouaient toujours des petites guitares, auriez-vous moins peur d'elles? I don't know, why don't you talk about it? See if that would be less scary or more scary if spiders could play teeny tiny ukuleles. Okay, you got a couple of math ones here. Fractions, counting by twos, making it equal. And then we've got some on emotions. I don't have a specific emotion this time because I did it most of the other months. So just about talking about emotions, talking about how you'd feel if you were bored, talking about what happens if you're doing a test and your pencil breaks and your teacher told you no talking. What do you do if you're nervous about a presentation? Okay, les mains en l'air. I think I put this already one time. For little kids, it's maybe a little bit difficult, but you do your best. So you're going to go, everybody's in a circle, you're going to chant together, and you're going to name things from a specific category. So it could be animals, candy, colors, etc. So it goes like this. On va nommer des animaux, un chacun, sans répétition, sans hésitation, sans duplication. Commençons par, and then you name a student. Whoever it is, you're going to keep going around the circle. So if you name me, then whoever's to the right of me or the left, whatever, I don't care. Every person goes. So you're not singing it over and over every time. You're just doing singe, chien, chat. Okay? And something that you can do before you get started on this activity is you could do, if they're younger especially, if they don't have the vocabulary, you might want to review the vocabulary of animals. So you can list a bunch of animals and then the kids can get an idea. The idea is to not repeat the animals more than once. Dessin drôle, we've got more of those. Sur la sellette, the teacher is going to sit in the chair in front of the class, taking turns. The students can ask questions, any questions to the teacher that they desire. I mean, keeping it appropriate, of course. Pourquoi? So this one is kind of like telling a story, and it might be difficult for younger students, but you definitely could help them out with that. The objective is to get the students to tell a story using parce que, which continues the sentence or the story that happened of the person previous. For example, if the first person says, je suis allé à la piscine, the second person can say, parce que mes amis étaient là. So, je suis allé à la piscine parce que mes amis étaient là. Parce que c'était la journée de crème glacée gratuite. Parce que c'était la dernière journée d'école, for example. And you try to go as long as you can. And then if you can't go anymore, you can go to the next student and start a new story. Because sometimes it's difficult for the younger students to get creative with that. You might have to practice it a bunch of times. But it's a fun game to do. À l'unisson. Nobody's allowed to talk during this activity. One student is chosen as the leader. All the kids are just doing this. Right? And then they're watching the leader very carefully. And when the leader claps, all the other kids are supposed to clap. So the idea is it's all happening at exactly the same time. So you have to carefully watch the leader, and when the leader starts pulling their hands apart to clap, then you want to clap at the same time. So the idea is for you all to do it in unison at the same time. Another example could be jumping. So they're all doing this, right? And then when the leader jumps, they all have to jump at the same time. Or it could be hitting your knee or doing a dab, right? Or doing some sort of dance move like the floss or something that they think is cool. I don't know what's cool anymore. Sorry. You can give me suggestions on what a cool dance is. And I already tried the gritty and I don't think I'm very good at it. But sorry, guys, I tried. These are kind of easy. So you're imagining you're walking different from like how you would normally. Détendons-nous. So this is a game where it's kind of like Aye Capitaine. So you tell them what the actions are. So when you say ama, then they're going to like lay as if they're in a hammock. If you say barbecue, you're going to pretend like you're flipping burgers. Like these are the flippers, or what's that thing called? Spatula. Bataille de ballon d'eau. Or you could say ballon d'eau or just bataille. It's up to you. Then you're pretending to throw water balloons. S'mores, you're pretending to make the s'mores. Scary part of like when they goes on fire and all the kids are trying to do like this. Yeah, turn into like a Dennis the Menace moment. Mes souvenirs. So the idea is your kids are all over the class. They're going to be paired up. The teacher is going to ask them to put themselves beside each other, or you could put knee to knee or elbow to elbow with the person that, for example, taught them something new this year. So you have to say, trouve quelqu'un qui t'a appris quelque chose de nouveau cette année. And then you try to stand elbow to elbow with them. So une personne. And you can ask them to share what that thing was that they learned about, or that the person taught them. You could think of other examples probably. Ballon de plage. The teacher is going to throw the ball up in the air in the middle of the circle. When the ball is in the air, the students have to clap. And when the ball falls on the ground, atterrit sur le sol, tous les mouvements doivent cesser. Everybody's clapping when the ball's in the air. As soon as it hits the ground, no more clapping, right? You could do the same thing with the students laughing. So as soon as the ball goes up, you're like, ha 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 ha, pretend laughing. And then you have to stop when the ball hits the ground. Oh my gosh, I can't even stop right now. That'll be so fun. Or doing like a dance move, so everybody could be standing up during that time. Or chanter, so when the ball goes up, everybody's like, ah. This might be a fun one to do outside. These two right here, Les Lucioles et Allons à la pêche, is a game of imagination. So the teacher is going to read the instructions. It's kind of like a story-ish type thing. And then the students are going to do the actions. Voulez-vous attraper des lucioles? Do you want to catch fireflies or lightning bugs, whatever you call them? Take your jar, dévissez le couvercle. You might need to do it for the kids. So practice all the words. Regarde, il y en a là-haut. Sautez. Jump to catch them. Anyway, I'm sure you get that. So, allons à la pêche et les lucioles is that. Partez en voyage, you probably know this one. The kids are all sitting in a circle. The teacher will start by saying, je pars en voyage et j'apporte un ananas. So the next person has to say, je pars en voyage et je vais apporter quelque chose qui commence par la lettre B. So you're doing the alphabet. So you can explain to the kids how it works. Just especially with the younger grades, because they need to learn how the game works in order to play trickier ones later. Double double sa double double, or double double si, that's what I'm calling it. I'm translating it from the English. So it's I don't know what you call these games where you do the hand thing. So they have to be with a partner. Double double si. So you're clapping your own hands for double double. Every time you say double, you're tappez les mains. And then CC is doing it to your partner. Double double sa. Double si, double sa, double si, sa. Right? So, double double si, double double sa, double si, double sa, double si, sa. Let's see if you guys can do it. This is the song. I'm going to put a link to an English version. I tried to translate it. Kind of hard to do, So I'm sorry, I'm doing my best, okay? So the song it has actions and words, and what's supposed to happen is that after the first round, every line is hummed, but you still do the actions. So we're going to do nager, nager dans la grande piscine. Quand les jours sont chauds, les jours sont froids, dans la grande piscine. La brasse style libre et le plongeon aussi. Oh, souhaitez-vous ne pas avoir rien d'autre à faire que dans la grande piscine. Quand les jours sont chauds, les jours sont froids, dans la grande piscine. La brasse style libre et le plongeon aussi. Oh, souhaitez-vous ne pas avoir rien d'autre à faire que quand les jours sont chauds, les jours sont froids, dans la grande piscine. La brasse style libre et le plongeon aussi. Psh, oh, souhaitez-vous ne pas avoir rien autre à faire que les jours sont froids dans la grande piscine. You get the idea? And then once you get et le plongeon aussi, when you just hum that part, and then it's over. Then we have Moustache, popular game. If you want to see a detailed video of how to play Moustache, you can check out the video right here. So what I do is I have a numbers one, so we can practice the numbers. I put the 70s right now because I want the students to practice the 70s, especially at the end of the year. It's one that's difficult. Okay, what happens is this little guy up here, you can move. You hide it behind, you ask them to hide their eyes, you hide it behind a number, and then you click so they can't see the outline of it. And then you ask, où est Moustache? And the students say, est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière 71? You can move it and say, non, Moustache ne se cache pas derrière le numéro 71. Est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière 17? And you're like, désolé, 17 n'est pas là. Next person. And then when they guess, you're like, oui, Moustache se cache derrière 73. Okay, and then you can do the same thing, but with the words. I would review what the words are before. You might want to review what the numbers are before. That might be helpful for the students. Then we have the nombre, mystère. I put them all the way up to 100. And then I have some extra slides that shows you some of the free videos on Madame Mindset YouTube channel that you could dance to. Then I have the Ram ton bateau song, and I'm going to put the nager nager. I might make a nager nager video. Then there's some games. Put the Olympics, because the Olympics are going to happen this year. That's a good préféré 2 one to do. We have Danse ou Bouge. I thought about doing one of those with my body. Let me know what you think. I can make that happen. I have Danse et Fige l'alphabet. I hope you guys like that one. And then these are the editable slides down here at the bottom with some fun backgrounds. If you guys need more with new backgrounds, just let me know and I can add those in there. No problemo. Okay? And then playlist d'été. So there you have it. Those are my slides for the month of June. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you like the activities there or if you think they need to be modified. Definitely let me know if I've made a mistake or if the links don't work, and I'm going to try to help you out so that you guys can use the resources that you purchased. Have some fun. The more I read about social emotional learning, the more my reading backs up my personal experience. Over the years, I've noticed that establishing trust and connection with the students is very, very important. It's a fact that learning cannot happen without emotions. So it is important that the students' emotions are regulated in order to be more productive in the classroom. Morning meetings are a great way to check in with your students before starting your lessons for the day. If you like the Madame Mindset Brain Breaks, consider making a donation to Ko-fi.com. You can also become a member and get access to some exclusive videos and resources. Your contributions go directly into helping the channel. If you like this video, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so to be notified when a new video is made. Let me know if you have any questions, or even if you'd like to share how you do your morning meetings, or if you do them already. If nobody's told you yet today, you are absolutely amazing and you're doing a wonderful job. You guys worked really hard this year. I know you did. I worked in a lot of schools this year and I see how hard everybody's working, and I'm sure that you're working just as hard too. And you definitely deserve the break that's coming up. So I hope you actually take a break, because you totally deserve it. You are so amazing. You do a great job. Thank you so much for watching. À la prochaine! If you're interested in watching a video about some research that backs up taking frequent breaks and how that improves learning, click here.